Uh, Laura, I've been thinking.
The first incident was 6 months ago, right? If we go to the crime scene now, there's nothing left to investigate.
You think it will be a waste of time? There's no need to worry about that.
So, you have a plan then?
What? You're working with Halara Nightmare. What more could you possibly ask for? Now, let's be swift.
Huh? Right.
I don't really get it, but talk about confidence. Where's the secret club? Master.
But
Maybe you get sucked inside. Ha, Persona reference. That's neat.
Hey,
I'm sure. Huh? Sorry.
oh.
I see.
I smell a mystery. I'm all hyped up.
This appears to be the crime scene, but it's sealed off. They've left it like this for 6 months?
No doubt they've shirked their obligation to clean up. I suspect the peacekeepers are lazy to a fault.
Seems plausible.
It's open. Let's go inside. The peacekeepers may be sloppy, but even they wouldn't leave the crime scene completely untouched. The body was probably found around here. The victim's name is Suguma Iho, an old man who owned this place. His reputation left much to be desired. This place was an illegal casino operating at obscene rates. Even...
You sure know a lot about it. When did you...
I told you, I gathered my own intel while waiting at the cafe. The real interesting note is that this crime scene also had no way in or out. At the time of discovery, The door was locked from the inside.
There aren't any windows either, which is expected given that it's underground. There are air vents, but they have secure covers barring entry. Besides, no one's able to reach that high up.
No windows. The only way in and out is the door that was locked from the inside. It's a locked room mystery. Locked room mystery.
But there's not much more to investigate. We'll know what state the body was in at the time of discovery.
I told you not to worry. The conditions have all been met.
Conditions?
Don't tell me you've forgotten I'm a master detective.
Oh, your forte!
My forte is postcognition, the power to see the past. However, it can only be used at murder scenes. To be precise, I can only see how the crime scene appeared at the time it was first discovered. Another way to describe it would be as crime scene limited psychometry, if that's easier to understand.
So we'd be able to see the body, basically, and stuff.
My power allows me to see the moment the first witness saw the crime scene. Not the culprit, not the victim,
The
but
crime
how
scene.
it appeared when a third party first entered. The memory or perception of the witness does not affect my postcognition. What I see is what actually was there. When it comes to my power, the witness is not a camera or a recording device, but rather a trigger. Perhaps the best way to think of it is like a bookmark stuck between the pages of when the body was found. Well, there's no point in wasting more time explaining. Let's have a look.
That power sure is convenient. Explains all the confidence. It's similar to the mystery labyrinth, where I recreate the crime scene in your mind. But now it's done in the real world. Although, it is limited to both the crime scene and the moment of first discovery.
But still, it's amazing!
On the other hand, my master's got nothing. Why is life so unfair? Now I'm angry! Master, can I nibble on your heart to help cheer me up?
What? Of course not! Postcognition. I wonder what it's like. All I can do is wait for the report.
Well, do I have some good news for you?
What is it this time?
Master, try to remember. Did you feel anything back on the Amaterasu Express? You know, when the other master detectives used their powers?
This sensation. I felt it when Aphex used his powers. Somehow, It feels like I can hear what Poochie hears. Right. I can sense whenever a master detective uses their power.
Honestly, that's a really shitty power. Like, I can just know that they're using it.
Yes, that's it! Maybe your coalescence will work now.
Coalescence?
Simply put, it's the ability to share someone else's power.
Oh, I can use other... Okay,
On the
cool.
train,
That's actually
you
cool.
only felt the resonance of other people's fortes, but its true function is to share their powers.
Wait. Then that means I can also see the scene in the past with Halara? That's amazing! Is this your ability, Shinigami?
Something like that. You must kiss someone to share their ability.
Oh, shit.
What? Kiss Halara?
Ha! I like. Look at you blush. Did you really want to? You still don't know if Halara is a boy or a girl.
Oh, quit messing around and tell me how it works.
You need permission from the person sharing the ability first. Then, you must hold hands while the ability is active. That's it.
Okay, I can do that. Halara. Halara?
I need you to be quiet.
Sorry, but there's something I want to ask.
Coalescence. Hold hands.
Yes, that way I'll be able to see the past too. I think.
My sources made no mention of such an ability. In fact, you're just a trainee.
Yeah, but I just remembered I had it. Anyway, we don't have much time. Let's try it.
I have no intention of getting friendly with you.
Oh, it's not like that.
I despise you.
Huh?
Just the
Oh,
thought
shit.
of your hand makes my skin crawl.
I didn't know you hated me so much.
Let me be clear. I don't just hate, I despise all of humanity equally. I don't trust anyone, except the dead.
I had a feeling. Halara must be a demon straight from hell.
Then why did you choose to help me with the investigation?
As I told you in the beginning, I always work sincerely for the payment I receive. As long as you promise payment, I will promise my utmost efforts as a professional.
Then please, hold my hand. You can add this to my bill if you want. You'll agree then, right?
Fine. If it's what I must do as a detective.
Just do it. Use your powers.
I can see it. Everything looks different than a moment ago. Incredible. So this is post-cognition.
Can you really see it? So your coalescence is real. I didn't expect you to already have your own forte. Well, this does save me the trouble of reporting it back to you. But it's quite inconvenient to keep our hands joined. Very well. Go ahead and lead the investigation.
Me?
If you can see what I see, that would be for the best. I'm only acting as your assistant. This is quite the bizarre crime scene, but unusual crime scenes are expected. Now, let's see what...
Let's do it. Investigation. There's a glass on the counter. It has a thin layer of dust, so it could have been there since the incident. A key was in the glass at the time the body was discovered. If you want to investigate, we should use postcognition.
Oh, there's a key in the glass. Is it the key to the room?
Seems like it. By the way, being an illegal casino, the security was extremely tight. There's only one master key. It's also a special key that can't be duplicated.
If it was thrown in from outside the vent, it wouldn't be inside the glass.
So this is definitely another locked room mystery! Hooray! I'm so glad I met you!
Why was there dolls here? Was this moved during the incident? As far as I can tell, it doesn't seem related to the case. Let's check another place. There's a doll nailed to the roulette table. There's also a doll nailed here, right in the middle of the roulette wheel. The doll itself seems to be the same as the others. There doesn't seem to be anything noteworthy that is in and of itself sufficient knowledge. Let's check someplace else.
What a
What is that? That's...
Well,
The chair is knocked over. Could this be evidence of a struggle between the victim and the culprit? I don't know about that. The culprit could have knocked it over on purpose to throw off the investigation. There's not much we can get here.
The lock is broken. Maybe someone broke it and forced their way in.
Or
into the
out.
clock tower. But from the looks of it, there's no sign of the lock or door being tampered with.
Vent? Oh.
That's...
But
Damn, look at him.
A body. I see a body. The murder scene through Halara's eyes is completely silent. There are dolls nailed to the walls and floor, and a corpse pinned down with nails in a similar fashion. This all feels like a dream. It doesn't seem real. There are abnormal decorations all around the crime scene, and it's so quiet. I knew it.
Sure enough, the secret club has dolls nailed to the wall too. Must be the Nailman's calling card. They're nailed into the wall seemingly at random, facing all directions. I can't find a pattern. There's nothing that can be connected to the culprit.
It's a man's corpse. He's probably around 60 years old. His body is pinned against the wall with countless nails. There isn't much bleeding, so the nails must have been hammered in after he died.
You're starting to get the hang of this. Not too shabby.
Oh, there are marks on him, signs that he was strangled. The vertical scratch marks were probably made when he resisted.
the most basic of basic observations. Well, at least you noticed.
It's thanks to everything I taught you at the clock tower. I'm such an awesome mentor.
This situation is identical to the murder at the clock tower.
The culprit first strangled the victim to death, and then decorated the room afterward.
But why?
There were signs of strangulation and vertical scratch marks.
Hey, this vent. The cover is in place, but it hasn't been screwed on. Which means it could be easily removed, right?
What are you doing? You can't touch what you see in post-cognition, even if you happen to be 3 meters tall.
Oh, I see. But I think this will be an important clue. The vent is about 40 by 30 centimeters. A thin adult could probably pass through.
By the way, Yuma, did you notice the nail below the vent?
Below the vent?
Oh shit, there is one. Yeah, look at that.
Huh, some of the nails are bent downward.
Or perhaps there's another reason.
Another reason? I think that's about it.
I think I've checked what I can here.
I have to say, were you born with this power?
My forte is no ordinary superpower. It is a highly refined technique heightened through training.
So you weren't able to use it in the beginning?
I could, but initially, it was just ordinary psychometry. Since I was young, I would often get sudden glimpses of the past, as if I was experiencing a flashback. After a while, touching people or objects resulted in visions flowing through my mind. I only learned it was a form of psychometry after growing older. In the WDO, simply having psychometry as a trainee grants you preferential treatment. But I was not satisfied. I believed I could use this ability more effectively as a detective. And through pain, I gained this ability in 3 days.
3 days?
As I told you earlier, this ability can only see when a corpse is first discovered. It can't be used from the culprit or victim's viewpoint. It is only when a third party first witnesses a crime scene. There are conditions for my post-cognition to activate. First, I must be standing at the crime scene. This condition is absolutely required. I must also know the victim's name and face. That's why prior research is crucial. Lastly, post-cognition is only effective in a 10-meter radius around the body. At this time, I can only see the crime scene and the victim. I can't see any living things that were at the scene.
So if someone was hiding in the room, you wouldn't be able to see them?
No. My ability isn't so good at detecting people.
Still, this is incredibly effective in investigating murder cases.
Feel free to summon me whenever you need my help. Of course, I don't work for cheap.
You're not gonna change your mind on that, I guess.
That should do it. There isn't much else to investigate. I've never experienced this before, but it's surprisingly convenient to be able to share my post-cognition. It's exhausting to explain what I see to a client.
Really?
People do not believe what they cannot see. I have often been called a liar.
I suppose fortes aren't always convenient.
We still have locked room mysteries to examine. The second incident was at the mansion near Ginla District. I have an idea of where to go. Let's hurry there. The building we're heading to is accessed through Ginla District. Let's hurry there.
Off to the Gema district.
No.
Hmm?
Say, come on.
I'm... Well?
Let's solve this thing.
Yeah. Well? Huh? I see.
Aww.
No.
Say,
All right.
hey,
That's true. I see.
Paired with the devil.
Oh!
Hmm?
No. No. Yes, for now. And that's what happened.
Well?
No.
Huh? Oh!
But... There's a large mansion beyond the gate over there. I wonder if that's the second crime scene.
That's probably it. Let's go inside.
It's closed, as expected.
Are you sure?
Wait! It looks like a haunted mansion.
I hope there aren't any ghosts around.
I've been meaning to ask, but aren't you kind of a ghost yourself?
The incident occurred about 3 months ago. The victim was Ali Hohen, the owner of this mansion. He had no family and lived alone. The mansion is now empty and dilapidated. The crime scene is in the study near the back. Let's go. The Nailman killings had another common factor, besides the locked room. The first person to find the body was always the same person.
That worshiper from church? Do you suspect him too?
What he said did make sense. He's been obsessed with the Nailman and had access to the names of potential victims. It's not too surprising for him to be the first on the scene each time.
I guess I shouldn't assume things going into this.
That's right. It's down this hallway. The crime scene is in the room on the right side. There's little time. Let's head straight there.
Ha! Think you're partners now just because you held hands with my master? I'll have you know, Master and I are connected on a much deeper level.
Don't make it sound so suggestive.
Feels like a jump scare's coming up.
Really?
So this is the study where the crime took place.
Oh, it's open. I wonder if the lock was broken at the time of discovery here too. There's nothing left here either. It's all cleaned up.
I don't want to do it, but I suppose I can share my post-cognition again here.
Are you sure?
Don't make a big deal out of it. Just make it quick.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
It appears.
That's true.
It appears.
The crime scene of the murder is vividly brought to life before us. It all happens in silence, as though awakening from an eternal slumber. But the corpse will never wake up again. Even if the corpse did awaken, the nails pinning him down would prevent him from rising. The door is the only entrance and exit to the room. There are no windows and the vent is small. I don't see any escape routes from the locked room. Maybe the doll nailed to the wall holds the answer to this bizarre mystery. Oh!
Several dolls have been nailed. After the clock tower in the secret club, this makes 3.
Beats me.
I see.
It appears.
What does that mean?
It appears.
Hmm?
Well,
Projector? What is that doing there? Also, these books look fake.
Oh!
Switch for the projector. It's like a cloud scenery. Now, what if I do this with her? Does it... Oh. That's kind of wild.
Oh!
However,
Counterfeit paintings.
yeah.
Alright. Let's look at this body.
The victim is a well-built man, approximately 30 years old. The corpse here is also covered in nails. His appendages and chest are all nailed to the floor.
The owner of this mansion made his fortune in real estate from an early age. But along with aggressive land sharking and other illicit transactions, he made shady deals with Amaterasu Corp. There are several reasons he'd be hated. A doll with his name on it was bound to be nailed in the church forest.
I wonder how the person who cursed him feels now that he's actually dead.
Perhaps they feel no responsibility. They just hopped on the urban legend bandwagon.
Is that really the case? Wait, this is odd.
Did you find something?
Look closely. The length of the nails driven into the corpse are all slightly different.
The length isn't the problem here. It's how hard they were hammered in.
What do you mean?
The nails driven into the lower torso went through the body and into the floor. But the nails in the upper torso did not penetrate all the way through the body.
But why would the culprit not hammer the nails in as hard on the upper body?
That's not the only unnatural thing. The nail wounds on the lower torso appear to be bleeding sideways, but the upper torso wounds are bleeding vertically down toward...
The blood flows differently between the upper and lower body?
Maybe the upper and lower torsos are different people, and they were smushed together after death.
Okay. It makes more sense that... Was he sideways? I'm trying to think. And then placed down... Oh, wait, no, they're going back. Oh. Well, shit. That's kind of wild. I don't know what that could mean.
The cause of death here appears to be strangulation as well. And like the others, there are rope marks around the neck and traces... Oh, but on a closer look, there's a mark left by a thin string on the back of his neck.
It couldn't have been the rope that was used to strangle him. The thickness is completely different.
There are two different types of string marks on the body. Was he strangled twice? But even then, it'd be odd to only have marks behind his neck. And why do the strings have different thicknesses?
Anyway, it's an important piece of evidence.
think I've examined everything.
There is a vent, but it's too small for a person to fit through. And it's also screwed shut from the inside. It's...
Oh, what's this now? Master, I discovered something. There are marks in the gap between the vents, like something scraped against it.
Really?
But given your height, you couldn't see it even if you stood on a chair.
Halara, can you use that chair to peek into the vent?
I will do so for 10,000 Xian.
You're charging me for it?
I jest. The marks in the vent seem to be left by strings rubbing against it. Did someone hitch a string to it or something?
Did they hang him off of that?
It shouldn't even be visible from your perspective. I'm surprised you noticed.
Oh, it was just a hunch.
See? I told you I'm useful. You should give me 10,000 Xian as a reward.
Kinda kidding, a headache. This is...
I'll...
The door here can only be locked with a key. However, the scenario resembles the locked room mystery in the master key was found in this room at the time of discovery.
This is also similar to the locked room mystery in the secret club.
But there is one difference. The key was found underneath the corpse.
Under the corpse? But we can't move the corpse in the past, so we can't...
Post-cognition isn't all-powerful, but it's a fact that the key was found under the corpse. I have a crime scene photo, taken back then, in my jacket pocket. No detail has slipped past my efforts.
Right.
It's a cat.
Huh? What's this?
Wait, not that one. I meant the other photo. This one's unrelated to the case.
She. Oh, Laura likes cats.
Oh, this is it. You're right. The key's near the middle of his back. But can this photo be trusted? Could it be something that peacekeepers fabricated?
The peacekeepers acknowledged the incident occurred in a locked room. Besides, there's no need for fabrication. After all, it would be more convenient for them to have fewer mysteries to deal with.
That's true. Sorry for being doubtful.
No, that's expected of a detective. You're starting to figure out how to do your job.
Was that a compliment?
Is that really all it takes to please you?
Also, I drew a sketch of the room's state on the back of that photo. Remember it well.
Yeah, okay, but why a sketch? How can it help solve the mystery? Also, what was with that cat photo anyway? That's surprisingly cute. That's right.
Very well.
Halara's hands are considering Halara's.
Master.
No,
Though,
What's wrong?
not at all.
I guess it'd be.
Oh!
Beats me.
There's only one doll nailed to the wall. Comparatively, there was a nearly obnoxious number of dolls nailed to the walls in the other crime scene. Maybe there was no room to nail them to the walls because of. Wait, this doll has both eyes gouged out. Did the culprit do this on purpose? This keeps getting more and more disturbing.
But it's kinda creepy cute. I wanna put one next to the top of a staircase so people can run into it at night.
Why would you want to do that?
You know, this doll seems made of cheaper materials compared to the other ones.
Hey, you're right. Like it's made of resin instead of porcelain. The texture looks cheap, but also more durable.
Too bad it doesn't have eyeballs.
The eye holes are connected to each other in the head cavity. It's like that darkness is staring into me. Huh?
Creepy.
There's a mark on the edge of the eye holes near the nose. Looks like a. How did this mark get here? Yeah,
I see.
Looks like there's nothing left to check.
Now we've gathered enough evidence. Though it appears complicated at first glance, the answer is simple.
Damn.
huh? Halara, did you already solve the locked room mystery?
What? You haven't?
There's no way to solve it with what we have. How was the room locked?
It's unfit for one detective to ask another that question. For the sake of your own pride, you must figure it out. Unless you'd like to hire me to do it for you. It won't.
I'll figure it out myself.
It's really all about the money with Halara.
The longer I'm with Halara, the deeper into debt I'll get. It's starting to scare me.
Now, let us be swift.
Wait!
The next one is the art gallery in Gima district.
Right. So this is the art gallery. It's closed due to special circumstances.
The murder occurred only about a month ago. But I'm certain the crime scene has been cleaned up like the others. Not that it matters to me.
But wait! It's not a good idea to break into the art gallery!
Did you say something?
That's our Halora.
The crime scene is deep inside the art gallery. It's one of many storage rooms. Come, I won't allow time to be wasted.
But wait, please!
Laura don't give a fuck. I appreciate it though.
Oh!
Well,
What is it?
Is this the storage room where the crime scene took place? It's locked.
We're going in.
Not locked anymore.
We're like a couple of thugs or something. Was the first on the scene the person from the church again?
As expected, it's the same worshipper. He said he was trailing the victim after finding a doll with the same name. He saw the victim enter the building late at night. He then searched the premises with the art gallery staff. When they opened this storage room, they discovered the victim's corpse. The door was locked at the time of discovery, and the key was found inside.
ooh, another locked room mystery. That's more total. But I'm starting to get bored. It's not so special anymore.
What do you mean special? People have died. Let's start investigating.
Yes.
Oh!
Beats me.
Maybe.
Weird ass art.
It appears.
I'll find out for you.
The only way in or out of here besides the...
The window juts out and is used as a vent.
Currently, there are no other suspicious traces on... Oh!
It appears.
I'll...
Well,
Why does it look like Nicolas Cage behind this one? That dude behind there. Kind of looks like his face.
that's... There are 2 keys that open this door. The other one was owned by a member. That staff member always carried the extra key.
Where was the key found in?
It's supposed to be kept in the... Maybe it was lost, and either way, the culprit managed to obtain the key
One key was in the If the culprit is that staff member, then this wouldn't be a locked room mystery, right?
Why go through the trouble of making it look like a locked room murder if you'd immediately become the first suspect?
I guess you wouldn't.
Countered!
Post-cognition reveals the crime scene in slightly faded colors. The room looked vaguely hazy in my eyes. Even with the smell of paint oil that permeated the room wasn't that of the past, but the present. If even the smells from the past could be recreated, the stench of the corpse would be much more overwhelming. No.
Yeah.
This is...
What? Time to investigate!
This is...
I'm...
An edgelord protagonist.
This is...
That's...
A large painting lies on the floor, and one nail goes through the head, another nail is in the chest, but the nail in the chest also passed through the circular hole on the key's handle. Did the culprit leave the storage room after nailing the doll and key to the painting? If that's the case, how did they lock the room? The key was nailed to the picture, so it couldn't have been used.
Well, that's what makes it a locked room mystery. I'm sure they figured out some trick.
And I need to find out what that trick is. Oh!
I see.
There's a nail stuck in a painting. The killer must have hammered a nail into the portrait instead of a doll. Why is there such a fixation on dolls? The crime scenes so far have all been abnormal, but this one's just sick and twisted. Oh!
But...
Yeah. of a young woman. She has nails all over her body, as expected.
The victim's name is Isomoe. She used her good looks to have relations with many men. The amount of suspects who could have written her name on the doll is nearly too high to count.
The victim has those same marks that suggest being strangled to death. Huh? But there aren't any scratches that would have been left from a struggle. And...
You noticed as well.
yeah, there's a wound on the back of her head. It looks pretty deep. This may be the real cause of death.
I'm missing something. Did I not examine the door? Oh. Spill.
Oh! I've been wondering, did the culprit knock this paint can over? If so, it could have been used for some sort of trick.
It's unwise to make up your mind before conducting a proper... It may have been like this before the murder.
Alright.
You got carried away in the hopes of getting complimented. Aren't you an eager little puppy?
Be quiet. That should be enough.
That should do it for the room. Next is... It would be best to check outside of it. Go ahead.
Outside the window?
That's fine. And my master does.
Halara is right. This is something... I can't just rely on everyone else after putting on it. That's why I have to do it.
Or maybe Halara's just taking advantage of you.
Even so, I think it's the right thing to do as a...
Master, being overly nice for no reason?
I know, but...
What are you mumbling about?
Oh, right! I'll...
Outside the window, could that have anything to do with the locked room?
Could be something there that was dumped. We don't know.
I wonder what Halara discovered.
You know, I think Halara is just having fun pushing you around. Let's rest!
Hmm?
Actually...
Here's the window.
Well, see anything strange?
No, nothing strange.
I see. Try entering through the window.
What? Between the gap? That's impossible.
Just try.
Okay. I can't. I can stick a finger in.
I thought so. Good job.
Huh? Are you sure?
Did you not?
No, not at all. What's that about?
Hey, what are you doing here?
Who the fuck is that?
Huh? I'm not doing anything shady.
I'll call the peacekeepers.
Wait, I'm...
I'm a detective.
Uh-oh. You sure it's a good idea to reveal yourself like that?
I'm investigating as a detective. I've done nothing to be ashamed of.
Huh? A detective? What's that?
You don't know what a detective is?
I guess detectives aren't that big in Conai Ward. Must be because our fuzzhead chief is lazy.
Well...
We are special investigators for Amaterasu Corporation. We are currently investigating a case. Civilians must not interfere.
Huh? Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Hey, Alara. Are you sure it's okay to lie like that?
I've told you before that deception is necessary to finish an investigation quickly. By the way, aren't you an employee here? There's something... Can you bring over the staff member who discovered the body from that murder case a month ago?
Oh, that would be me.
Perfect. Describe the events for us.
I'm scared to even remember it, but if it's part of the investigation, then I have no choice.
I'll leave the rest up to you.
Sure. Now, please tell us what happened on the day of the murder.
That day, I was doing my closing procedures when someone from the church appeared. He said he wanted me to help him find someone and that he knew the person was inside the art gallery. So we looked around the premises together, but didn't find anyone. According to him, there was a chance that the person he was looking for was being pursued by the Nail Man. I couldn't help but feel terrified when I heard that.
How did you notice something was off about the storage room?
The lights were on, even though they were usually off, so I went to take a look. The door was locked, so I opened it with the key I had. But I was afraid to go any further. So I let the church person go first and open the door while I watched from behind. And then there was a corpse.
Did you touch the body?
Of course not. I was too afraid and froze at the entrance.
What about the churchgoer?
He saw what happened at the doorway and didn't go any further.
Are you positive you didn't touch anything inside after unlocking the door?
Yes, but the churchgoer accidentally kicked a paint can over when he opened the door. And paint spilled all over the floor.
So that paint was from back then.
Okay, I get the picture. Thank you. You may go.
Oh, right.
That brings all the information together. It's time to resolve the case.
Wait! I still have no idea what happened.
Time does not wait for you. Our deadline is approaching. You hurry back to the detective agency.
Huh? What about you?
Worry not. When you're in trouble, say my name. Halara Nightmare shall rush to your aid.
And
Okay then.
what are you gonna do, Master? We've checked everything we can. All that's left is to point out the true culprit, but...
If only it were that easy. Aw, I have no clue what to do.
Stop being so pathetic. Why don't we go back to the detective agency for now? We might get to see Fuzzhead get executed.
Oh, right. We need to help him. I need to hurry back before the chief gets executed.
You better hurry, or Fuzzhead will really be in danger.
I'm rushing. I need to find the steps down.
Yeah.
Shit, not that way. I think that's a way down right there, right? Fuck. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Halara seems to know who the real culprit is. That's incredible.
Come on, where's your competitive spirit? You might be a trainee, but you're still a detective.